and learn the language in a way that's actually going to be useful to you in communicating with people in real life. Because if you're just learning from a book, you're not going to know how to speak.
Yeah,
really.
How to use the words.
How to use the words and how people, there might be a quote-unquote correct way to use the word, and then there's the way that people just use it in everyday speech.
Yeah.
And so that's the best way. In terms of academic writing, I would say you have to do the work.
A lot of work.
Yeah, you have to, like, it's really hard, but you actually have to do it yourself. I know that sometimes, like, exchange students, it's so hard to write in English that they'll write in whatever their native language is and then put it through a translator.
Yeah.
And I understand why, because it's really hard.
Yeah.
But you're not going to learn how to write that way.
Yeah.
You actually have to go through the struggle in order to
improve.
And I would say another thing for improving academic writing is the same advice I give to my
students,
my own Native American,
just read.
Native-born American students, which is that you have to read
more.
Yeah,
as much as you can.
Yeah. And you need to read in whatever genre it is that you want to write. So if you want to write short stories,
just write novel.
Then you need to read short stories. If you want to write poetry, you need to read poetry. If you want to write like scientific articles, then you need to read scientific articles, because every discipline has their own genre and their own like writing style. And it's different depending on what that is. So you just have to read in order, and then once you read enough of it, it just gets into you. And then what's in you comes out of you.
Yeah, just you can write naturally.
Yeah. My example for this is one summer I read a lot of Jane Austen. Jane Austen. So if you know, like Pride and Prejudice, she wrote she was an 18th century British writer. And at the end of that summer, I think I spent more time with Jane Austen than anyone else. And I started talking like a 18th century
like
English
classical
person.
English woman.
Yes, exactly. And I was like, oh no, this is a problem. But yeah, that would be my advice for that.